Single finger twitch can shatter the prison that holds your body captive during sleep paralysis. This discovery has revolutionized how people manage episodes, offering a practical escape route from what feels like an inescapable trap. The technique works because your brain maintains different levels of control over various muscle groups during REM sleep paralysis. While your major muscle groups remain locked in place, smaller movements in your extremities can still break through the neurological barriers that keep you frozen. Your fingers and toes represent the weakest points in your body's paralysis system during sleep paralysis episodes. The motor neurons that control these small muscles receive different signals from your brain compared to the neurons that control your arms, legs, and torso. During normal REM sleep, the paralysis affects your entire body equally. But during sleep paralysis, when consciousness returns while muscle paralysis persists, the system becomes imperfect. The neurotransmitters that maintain paralysis don't distribute evenly throughout your nervous system, creating small gaps where movement remains possible. The specific technique for wiggling fingers requires focused concentration rather than forceful effort. Start by directing your attention to your right index finger and imagine moving it slightly. Don't try to make large movements or clench your entire hand. Instead, focus on the smallest possible twitch or tremor. Many people find success by visualizing the movement first, then attempting to execute it with minimal effort. The key lies in persistence rather than intensity. Keep trying the small movement repeatedly, as it may take several attempts before your brain successfully sends the signal through to your finger muscles. A small twitch sends a signal to your brain that movement is possible, unlocking the rest of your body. When you successfully move a finger or toe during sleep paralysis, that movement sends sensory feedback to your brain through peripheral nerves. This feedback signal acts like a reset button for your brain's motor control systems. The brain receives confirmation that muscle movement is possible, which begins to override the paralysis signals that originated during REM sleep. The movement essentially tells your brain that it's time to wake up the rest of your motor control systems. The progression from finger movement to full body awakening follows a predictable pattern that most people experience similarly. Once you successfully move a finger or toe, the sensation of paralysis begins to fade gradually rather than disappearing instantly. You might next regain control of your hand, then your arm, and eventually your entire body. This progression typically takes between 30 seconds to 2 minutes, though it can feel much longer when you're experiencing it. The key is to remain calm during this awakening process and continue making small movements to maintain the momentum of recovery. Success rates for the finger movement technique show promising results across different populations. A clinical pilot study found that episodes reduced by half after practicing small movement-focused techniques, demonstrating the effectiveness of this approach. The technique appears to work equally well for both men and women, though some research suggests that younger individuals may find it easier to implement successfully. People with frequent sleep paralysis episodes often develop proficiency with the technique more quickly than those who experience episodes rarely. Practicing the finger movement method before episodes occur significantly improves your chances of success during an actual sleep paralysis event. During normal waking hours, lie down comfortably and practice the mental process of focusing on your finger movements. Visualize yourself in a paralyzed state and mentally rehearse the steps you would take to move your fingers. This mental rehearsal creates neural pathways that your brain can access more easily during an actual episode. Many people find that practicing this visualization technique for just a few minutes each day dramatically improves their ability to execute the movement when they need it most. Alternative small movement techniques provide options for people who struggle with finger movements or want additional strategies in their toolkit. Toe wiggling works on the same principle as finger movement and may be easier for some individuals to execute. Focus on your big toe and attempt the smallest possible movement, just as you would with your fingers. The technique of wiggling toes engages the same neurological pathways that make finger movements effective, offering a reliable backup method when finger control proves difficult. The reason this simple technique proves more effective than fighting the paralysis lies in how your nervous system responds to different types of signals. When you try to move your entire body or fight against the paralysis with force, you create stress signals that actually reinforce the paralysis state. Your brain interprets the struggle as confirmation that something is wrong, which can extend the episode and make it more frightening. Small movements work with your nervous system rather than against it, providing the gentle stimulation needed to reset your motor controls without triggering additional stress responses. Understanding why the finger movement technique works removes the mystery from sleep paralysis episodes and provides you with a concrete tool for managing them. The technique transforms you from a helpless victim into someone with agency and control over the situation. This psychological shift often reduces the fear associated with sleep paralysis, which in turn can make episodes less frequent and less severe. When you know you have a reliable method for breaking free from paralysis, the entire experience becomes more manageable and less terrifying. The finger movement technique represents just one component of a comprehensive approach to managing sleep paralysis episodes. While regaining physical control addresses the paralysis itself, managing your body's panic response requires a different set of skills entirely. The overwhelming urge to struggle against the paralysis often triggers breathing difficulties that can make episodes feel even more life-threatening than they already are. Breathing techniques that actually work. Your first instinct during sleep paralysis is to fight for air, to force your breathing back to normal through sheer willpower. This response feels natural when you wake up unable to move and your breathing seems restricted. However, this approach makes everything worse. The secret to managing sleep paralysis lies in doing the opposite of what your panic response demands. Instead of fighting your breathing, you need to work with it through slow, controlled breaths that prevent your fear from spiraling out of control. Controlled breathing prevents panic escalation by interrupting the feedback loop between fear and physical sensations. When you first realize you cannot move during sleep paralysis, your brain immediately activates stress responses that flood your system with adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones increase your heart rate and make your body demand more oxygen precisely when your breathing feels most restricted. The mismatch between your oxygen demands and your perceived breathing capacity creates intense panic. Slow, deliberate breathing breaks this cycle by sending signals to your brain that you are safe and in control, even when your body remains temporarily paralyzed. The specific breathing pattern that works best during paralysis involves counting your breaths in a structured rhythm. Focus on breathing in slowly for 4 counts, holding that breath for 4 counts, then exhaling slowly for 6 counts. This pattern activates your parasympathetic nervous system and counteracts the stress response that makes sleep paralysis episodes more intense. The extended exhalation is particularly important because it triggers your vagus nerve, which sends calming signals throughout your body. As you concentrate on maintaining this breathing pattern, you create a focal point that helps your mind stay organized and calm during the episode. Breath focus redirects attention away from hallucinations by giving your conscious mind a specific task to perform. During sleep paralysis, your brain often creates terrifying visual and auditory hallucinations that feel completely real. The dark figures, threatening voices, and sensations of being watched become more intense when you focus on them directly. By concentrating on the rhythm and depth of each breath, you shift your attention away from these disturbing images and sensations. This redirection does not make the hallucinations disappear completely, but it reduces their emotional impact and prevents them from overwhelming your mental state. Your breathing becomes an anchor that keeps your mind grounded in a manageable reality. The physiological effects of slow, deliberate breathing during sleep paralysis extend beyond simple relaxation. When you breathe slowly and deeply, you increase the oxygen levels in your blood while reducing carbon dioxide buildup. This improved gas exchange helps your brain function more clearly and reduces the physical sensations of suffocation that often accompany episodes. Slow breathing also reduces muscle tension throughout your body, which can make the paralysis feel less severe. The deliberate control of your breathing demonstrates to your brain that you retain agency over your body, even when voluntary movement seems impossible. Practicing these breathing techniques during normal sleep preparation creates muscle memory that makes them more effective during actual episodes. Before going to bed each night, spend 5 minutes practicing the 4-count inhale, 4-count hold, 6-count exhale pattern. Lie in your normal sleep position and focus on making each breath smooth and controlled. This practice familiarizes your body with the breathing pattern, so you can implement it more easily when sleep paralysis occurs. The familiarity with the technique reduces the cognitive load required to remember and execute it during a frightening episode. The connection between breathing control and episode duration becomes clear when you understand how panic affects sleep paralysis. Episodes typically last between 1 and 3 minutes, but panic can extend this duration significantly. Slow breathing prevents adrenaline spikes that prolong episodes by maintaining high stress hormone levels that interfere with your brain's ability to fully wake up and restore normal motor function. Controlled breathing helps your brain transition more smoothly from the paralyzed state to full wakefulness. People who use proper breathing techniques consistently report shorter episode durations and less intense experiences overall. Meditation breathing techniques adapted for sleep paralysis offer additional tools for managing episodes. Progressive muscle relaxation, combined with breath awareness, can be particularly effective. Start by focusing on your breathing, then systematically scan your body from head to toe, acknowledging areas of tension without trying to change them. This technique helps you accept the temporary paralysis rather than fighting against it. Mindfulness meditation principles also apply to sleep paralysis management. Instead of judging the experience as terrible or dangerous, try to observe it with curiosity and acceptance. This mental shift reduces the emotional charge of the episode and makes it easier to implement breathing techniques effectively. Proper breathing technique can prevent future episodes by improving your overall sleep quality and reducing stress levels. Regular practice of controlled breathing exercises before bed helps regulate your nervous system and promotes more stable sleep patterns. When your body learns to relax more effectively at bedtime, you experience fewer disruptions during sleep stage transitions. The improved sleep quality reduces the likelihood of the irregular REM sleep patterns that trigger sleep paralysis episodes. Breathing exercises also help manage the anxiety and stress that often contribute to sleep paralysis frequency. The breathing techniques work best when combined with mental strategies that address the psychological aspects of sleep paralysis. Remind yourself that the episode is temporary and that you are not in physical danger. Your breathing is actually functioning normally, even though it feels restricted. The sensations of suffocation and chest pressure result from your brain's misinterpretation of normal REM sleep breathing patterns. Understanding this physiological reality helps you remain calm while implementing breathing techniques. As you continue practicing controlled breathing during episodes, you develop confidence in your ability to manage the experience, which reduces anticipatory anxiety about future episodes. These breathing techniques provide powerful tools for managing sleep paralysis when it occurs, but they represent only one part of a comprehensive approach to dealing with this condition. While learning to control your response during episodes is crucial, addressing the underlying factors that trigger sleep paralysis in the first place offers an even more effective long-term solution. Prevention strategies based on latest research. The most effective approach combines 4 core prevention pillars that work together to eliminate the conditions that trigger episodes. Research from 2025 shows that people who implement comprehensive prevention programs report dramatic reductions in episode frequency, with many experiencing complete elimination of their sleep paralysis episodes. Consistent sleep scheduling forms the foundation of prevention because your brain operates on a precise internal clock that expects you to sleep and wake at the same times every day. When you maintain irregular sleep patterns, your brain becomes confused about when to activate and deactivate the paralysis systems that normally protect you during REM sleep. Going to bed and waking up at identical times 7 days a week, including weekends, creates the stability your brain needs to prevent the wake-sleep overlaps that trigger sleep paralysis. A regular sleep schedule acts like tuning your internal clock, reducing the chance of disruptive wake-sleep overlaps and creating the neurological harmony that prevents episodes from occurring. Your sleep duration matters as much as your sleep timing. Adults need between 7 and 9 hours of sleep per night to maintain healthy sleep architecture. Too little sleep creates the sleep deprivation that makes sleep paralysis more likely, while too much sleep can disrupt your natural circadian rhythms and increase episode frequency. Track your sleep patterns for several weeks to identify your optimal sleep duration, then maintain that schedule consistently. Sleep environment modifications create conditions that support stable, uninterrupted sleep through 3 critical factors. Your bedroom should remain dark, quiet, and cool throughout the night. Light exposure during sleep interferes with melatonin production and can trigger premature awakening during REM sleep, exactly the conditions that cause sleep paralysis. Install blackout curtains, remove electronic devices that emit light, and consider using an eye mask if complete darkness isn't possible. Temperature control is equally important because your body temperature naturally drops during sleep, and rooms that are too warm or too cold can disrupt this natural cooling process. Sleep position significantly affects episode frequency, with people who sleep on their backs experiencing more frequent and intense sleep paralysis episodes due to gravitational effects on breathing. Side sleeping reduces the likelihood of airway restrictions and sleep apnea symptoms that can contribute to episodes. Your mattress and pillow should support proper spinal alignment, with a pillow that keeps your neck and head in natural alignment and a mattress that provides appropriate firmness without creating pressure points that cause restless sleep. Stress management represents one of the most powerful prevention strategies available because stress hormones directly interfere with normal sleep patterns. Chronic stress elevates cortisol levels, which disrupts your circadian rhythm and makes sleep stage transitions more unstable. When your brain remains hypervigilant due to stress, it becomes more likely to wake up suddenly during REM sleep while your body remains paralyzed. Stress and related conditions like anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, bipolar disorder, and panic disorder are frequently linked to episodes, making stress reduction essential for prevention. Meditation and mindfulness exercises provide practical tools for managing stress levels throughout the day and before bedtime. Progressive muscle relaxation, deep breathing exercises, and meditation help activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes the calm state necessary for stable sleep. Practice these techniques during the day when you're not stressed, so they become automatic responses you can use when anxiety threatens to disrupt your sleep. The key lies in consistency rather than intensity, with brief daily practice sessions proving more effective than occasional longer sessions. Treating underlying sleep disorders prevents paralysis by addressing the root causes of sleep disruption. Sleep disorders and other sleep problems have shown some of the strongest correlations with isolated sleep paralysis. Higher rates of sleep paralysis are reported by people with obstructive sleep apnea, a sleep disorder marked by repeated lapses in breathing. Sleep paralysis has also been found to be more common in people with chronic insomnia, circadian rhythm dysregulation, and nighttime leg cramps. If you are diagnosed with narcolepsy or another sleep disorder, a sleep doctor will work with you to find a treatment plan for your disorder. Mental health treatment addresses anxiety-related triggers through cognitive behavioral therapy techniques specifically designed for sleep disorders. Cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia reframes negative thoughts and emotions that can disrupt sleep and trigger sleep paralysis episodes. If you are diagnosed with a mental health condition such as anxiety or bipolar disorder, your doctor will oversee your ongoing treatment with medication and behavioral therapy to help treat your mental health condition. Treating your underlying mental health condition may help resolve sleep paralysis. Dietary and lifestyle adjustments support these 4 pillars through targeted changes that enhance sleep quality. Avoid alcohol, particularly in the evening, as it disrupts sleep architecture by suppressing REM sleep early in the night, then causing REM rebound later that can trigger sleep paralysis. Limit caffeine after 2 p.m. to prevent interference with your sleep cycles. Avoid smoking close to bedtime, as nicotine acts as a stimulant that fragments sleep. Eat your last large meal at least 3 hours before bedtime to prevent digestive discomfort from interfering with sleep quality. Regular exercise improves sleep quality and reduces episodes by relieving stress and promoting physical tiredness that supports deep sleep. Find an exercise routine you enjoy and can maintain consistently, whether biking, weightlifting, or team sports. Avoid vigorous exercise within 1 hour of bedtime, as it raises core body temperature and stimulates your nervous system. Plan intensive workouts for earlier in the day, while gentle stretching or yoga can be beneficial closer to bedtime. The prevention strategies that show the highest success rates combine improved sleep hygiene, stress management, and treatment of underlying medical or psychiatric conditions. Most people who implement these comprehensive approaches see significant improvement within 4 to 6 weeks. However, some individuals continue experiencing frequent episodes despite following prevention strategies perfectly, indicating that their condition may require professional medical evaluation becomes essential when 3 clear red flags appear in your sleep paralysis experience. First, frequency that exceeds twice per month indicates your episodes have moved beyond occasional occurrences into a pattern that requires professional attention. Second, daytime impairment that affects your work performance, relationships, or daily functioning signals that sleep paralysis is controlling your life rather than being an isolated nighttime experience. Third, associated sleep disorders like excessive daytime sleepiness, sudden muscle weakness during waking hours, or breathing interruptions during sleep suggest underlying neurological conditions that need immediate medical evaluation. The connection between sleep paralysis and other sleep disorders reveals why professional diagnosis becomes crucial for effective treatment. Sleep apnea frequently accompanies sleep paralysis, as breathing interruptions during sleep create the unstable sleep patterns that trigger paralysis episodes. Narcolepsy presents with sleep paralysis as one of its primary symptoms, along with excessive daytime sleepiness and sudden muscle weakness called cataplexy. Restless leg syndrome can disrupt sleep architecture enough to increase sleep paralysis frequency. Circadian rhythm disorders create the irregular sleep patterns that make sleep paralysis more likely to occur. When sleep paralysis occurs alongside these other conditions, treating the underlying sleep disorder often resolves the paralysis episodes completely. Mental health professionals play a crucial role in managing sleep paralysis episodes, particularly when they are linked to conditions like anxiety disorders, post-traumatic stress disorder, bipolar disorder, or panic disorder. These psychiatric conditions increase sleep paralysis risk through their effects on sleep quality and stress hormone production. Cognitive behavioral therapy, specifically designed for sleep disorders, helps individuals develop coping strategies, challenge negative thought patterns about sleep, and reduce the anticipatory anxiety that makes episodes more frequent. Mental health professionals also provide techniques for managing the fear and distress that follow sleep paralysis episodes, preventing the development of sleep anxiety that creates cycles of worsening symptoms. Healthcare providers conduct thorough evaluations to determine the frequency and impact of sleep paralysis episodes while identifying any underlying causes. This assessment typically involves detailed questions about the symptoms experienced, sleep habits, medical history, and mental health, including any use of medications, alcohol, or illegal drugs. The doctor may also inquire about a family history of sleep paralysis to assess potential genetic predispositions. If episodes are frequent or disabling, your doctor may order a sleep study to check for sleep apnea or narcolepsy. Modern treatment options include both therapy and medication approaches tailored to the underlying causes of sleep paralysis. Cognitive behavioral therapy remains the first-line treatment, involving journaling to monitor episodes, developing personalized sleep hygiene plans, rehearsing coping techniques for paralysis, and practicing relaxation methods to reduce overall stress. Medications such as SSRIs or tricyclic antidepressants may be prescribed to regulate sleep stages or reduce REM sleep phases when episodes occur frequently. These medications work by altering neurotransmitter activity in ways that stabilize sleep architecture and reduce the likelihood of wake-sleep overlaps that trigger paralysis. Sleep specialists provide comprehensive treatment by identifying and addressing the complex factors that contribute to sleep paralysis episodes. These physicians have specialized training in sleep medicine and can provide formal diagnoses for sleep disorders that primary care doctors might miss. Sleep specialists coordinate care between different healthcare providers, ensuring that treatment for sleep paralysis integrates with management of other medical or psychiatric conditions. They also stay current with the latest research on sleep disorders and can offer access to newer treatment options that may not be widely available through general practitioners. Tracking episodes for medical consultation requires systematic documentation that provides healthcare providers with detailed information about your sleep paralysis patterns. A sleep diary should record the date and time of each episode, the duration if you can estimate it, any triggers you noticed beforehand, the specific symptoms experienced, and your sleep and wake times. Note any medications, alcohol consumption, stress levels, or changes in routine that might have influenced the episode. Healthcare providers use this information to identify patterns and triggers that inform treatment decisions. The diary also helps track improvement or worsening of symptoms over time, providing objective data about treatment effectiveness. Professional treatment approaches available in 2025 emphasize addressing underlying conditions while improving sleep hygiene and providing cognitive behavioral therapy. For individuals with comorbid psychiatric disorders, SSRIs and stimulants targeting REM regulation may be used to stabilize sleep patterns and reduce episode frequency. Healthcare providers now recognize that sleep paralysis often results from multiple contributing factors, requiring comprehensive treatment plans that address sleep disorders, mental health conditions, and lifestyle factors simultaneously. Treatment plans typically involve collaboration between sleep specialists, mental health professionals, and primary care physicians to ensure all aspects of the condition receive appropriate attention. The most effective professional interventions combine medication management with behavioral therapy approaches that teach long-term coping skills. When sleep paralysis links to conditions like narcolepsy or anxiety disorders, targeted treatment plans involving both medication and behavioral therapy provide the best outcomes. These comprehensive approaches address the neurological, psychological, and lifestyle factors that contribute to sleep paralysis, offering patients the tools they need to manage their condition effectively. Healthcare providers emphasize that seeking professional help early prevents sleep paralysis from becoming a chronic, debilitating condition that significantly impacts quality of life. Online and local sleep paralysis communities provide valuable peer support for sharing experiences and learning coping strategies from others who understand the condition. Professional treatment also includes ongoing monitoring and adjustment of treatment plans as patients respond to interventions. Regular follow-up appointments allow healthcare providers to assess treatment effectiveness, adjust medications if needed, and provide additional support as patients work to implement lifestyle changes. This ongoing relationship ensures that treatment remains effective over time and can be modified as circumstances change. The combination of professional expertise, evidence-based treatments, and ongoing support provides the foundation for successfully managing sleep paralysis episodes and preventing their recurrence. With proper medical guidance and the right treatment approach, even the most frequent and distressing episodes can be controlled, allowing you to reclaim peaceful sleep and confidence in your ability to manage this condition. Understanding sleep paralysis requires mastering 3 powerful takeaways that transform this terrifying experience into something manageable. First, recognize that your brain is simply experiencing a temporary disruption in REM sleep cycles, where consciousness returns before muscle paralysis ends. Second, practice the small movement techniques like finger twitching or controlled breathing patterns that can break you free from episodes when they occur. Third, implement consistent sleep habits, including regular bedtimes, stress management, and proper sleep environments that prevent the conditions triggering these episodes. Share your own sleep paralysis experiences in the comments below, because building community around this condition helps others realize they're not alone in facing these frightening episodes.